One Boulevard is a mixed development of apartments and houses in Manchester, which we are constructing to the highest specifications. After going through an intensive selection process and numerous meetings, we have selected Chrome to be our contractor for our design and build project for both the houses and the apartments.
Chrome Services have been appointed by Daniel Johns under a design and build contract to take the concept design for the site, One Boulevard in Failsworth, from the concept into actual real life properties on the ground. We're just completing some site investigation works. As soon as that's completed, that will provide us the information to get on site and start pulling foundations and pressing on from there.
Demolition's complete. We've lifted the slabs. We're at final stages of site clearance, and we just need to carry out a number of surveys. Being remediation of the soil, we're carrying out gas monitoring and just trying to find out if there's any environmental issues with the ground.
From taking possession of the site, we've demolished the buildings, we've had the services disconnected, the existing services, we've had surveys for existing drainage, we've had site investigation completed, so that it's now ready for us to go on and start our work.
We have recently completed an archaeological survey on the site, which required us to investigate some of the older industrial buildings that were on the site. The result of the archaeological survey reveals that none of the original buildings are actually left on site, just traces of foundations and substructure for it. We have a complete report on what they found in the survey, and that's been submitted to the local authority. One Boulevard is on a main arterial route into town and positioned between the arterial route and the Rochdale Canal. The last building on site was on the canal side. Following the early stages of demolition, we had to undertake further work to satisfy local authorities and the authority controlling the canal and the River Trust. This has taken us several months to procure the necessary permissions to erect some protective scaffolding along the canal side. All of that work was approved by the Canal and River Trust. The temporary works were put in place and have been completed, and that has allowed us to progress the final stages of demolition, which is now complete.
With planning, we have a formal approval and we're now going through a process of discharging pre-commencement conditions so that we can get on site unencumbered. This is well advanced now, and we should be have a formal discharge notice within a matter of days.
All the preparatory work has now been done on site, demolition completed, test holes sunk and approved, and the site is now ready for construction to commence now.
Next step is for us to produce our GA drawings, which we'll submit to the local authority if there are any discharge of conditions or pre-commencements, as we know. The designs we proposed for the One Boulevard site for Daniel Johns' team is two options. One was an open plan option and one was a more closed traditional plan. Daniel Johns have gone for the open plan option. We found the plans to be a good layout, and we've just enhanced them slightly and created an open plan living environment on the ground floor and kept the floor plans really on the upper floors.
The apartments and the houses have all been designed to the highest spec that is customary, a trademark of all Daniel Johns developments. It envisages the apartments will be delivered to Daniel Johns between December 19 and March 20. The show house will be completed by March 2019, and all other 18 houses will be handed over by July 2019.
That side of Manchester is definitely up and coming, especially with the Manchester City investment that's ongoing in sort of East Manchester. Failsworth is the next up and coming, what we believe to be next up and coming area. So I do believe it'll be a really, really good acquisition and a good product.